Keyboard shortcuts will help you increase the speed at which you can develop, from making tasks quicker to complete through to saving you from having to reach for the mouse over and over again and breaking your workflow. Today I'm going to go through the most useful shortcuts that I've found while scripting in Roblox Studio. Make sure you stay till the end because I don't want you to miss out on the bonus tip which I have for you. I've created an empty project, so let's start. We'll go with the one which I think is going to be most well known, and that's F5 to start your game. Here we are in the game, and most people may have come up to the play arrow, and you may be tempted to go to a stop arrow, but if you hover over that, you're going to see it's got Shift F5 to stop it. So that's our first shortcut. Start and stop is F5 or Shift F5. Next, we might want to find something that's in our solution, and for that we can do Control P, and we can search. You can see what I've searched for before, which was spawn location. We press enter on that, and it'll take us in our workspace to where our spawn location is. Alternatively, you may want to do Control Alt P, and this time you might want to create a script. And here we've got insert a script. Press enter on that and it adds it below the spawn location. If I do Control Alt P again and type in output, it'll open the output window. If I press F5, we'll get to see hello world printed to the output. There it is twice. Seems like we've got two scripts in the game. Next, I wanted to show you one of my favorites, and that's the ability to rename a variable. So we can have sumVar, which is a terrible name. This is a test, and then we can print sumVar. I can do Control Shift D to replicate this a bunch of times, and we can select any one of these, doing Control Shift R, and change it to a better name. There we go, a better name. Press Escape, and you're back to it being at the end of the cursor. If we press F5 again, and we'll bring this output down here, we can see we've got this is a test printed multiple times. If we want to get rid of this, we can press Control K while we're in the context of the output, and then we can press Shift 5 again to stop the game. If we use Control Tab, we can jump over to our script, and let's look at a bit more multi-editing. So if you notice, our cursor is at the end of a better name, our variable. If we press Control D, it's going to select that, and then it'll take, if I do Control D again, it'll take the next matching selection. And it'll keep doing that until I've got all the ones I want, and I can make an even better name. And if I've got one of the letters wrong, I can just arrow back, delete it, and it will all stay the same. Control Z to undo your last changes. Next, you may want to be able to choose where you put your cursor, and you may want to do multi-edit. So from here, if I hold down Alt and click using my mouse, while you require a mouse for this, it's still really helpful if you wanted to make multiple line changes. It's also worth mentioning that they don't have to be at the same point. You can have these cursors anywhere you want. Just keep holding down Alt. Then we can type this in here and undo it. Control Z. Slightly different, but still with the mouse. Hold down Alt, hold down Shift. Notice that the cursor is here. So from the point where the cursor is to where the mouse hovers over, hold down Alt, hold down Shift, and it's going to make a block selection. I can then start typing. Type here, I can delete it. I can put it back to how it once was. So if we create another variable now, and we'll call it something else, just testing here. I've decided I don't want it here, so I can use Alt and the down key and just move it down, add a new line between those. It's a nice, quick and easy way to move things around your script. I might decide I don't want this anymore. Control Shift K clears the line. So now I want rid of all of this, so I can do Control A delete. We now have an empty script. We can start again, ready for more keyboard shortcuts. So let's throw some more code in here, and we'll do it with an if-else statement. So now our next one is Control Shift square bracket to collapse this fold, or Control Shift E to collapse all folds. Control E expands all folds. Control plus will help you zoom in. Control minus will help you zoom out. Control 0 will set it back to default. I always have it a bit more zoom so I can show these tutorials and you can see it a bit easier. So I'll set that back there. Next, you might want to find something in workspace, Control-Shift-X, and we can look for a spawn location. Once I've selected that, if I get rid of it, it'll stay on the spawn location. It's a really nice, easy, quick way to find things. While we're on that, press F2 to rename it. And they're my most useful Roblox Studio shortcuts. But before we go, I wanted to cover this. If we come up to File, Advanced, Customize Shortcuts, as I've got selected here, remember earlier I told you about Control-Shift-R to rename? You can change this to be whatever you want. If I get rid of rename, there's a whole selection of different actions that you can take. Each one of these actions you can assign a shortcut to. It can be, you can rename an existing shortcut, you can add your own new shortcut, and you notice a lot of these are a shortcut for when you're building. Over here it's given its name, and on the right hand side it gives a small description of what it does. If you find it's something you use regularly, if you want to change it, all you have to do is double click on it, hold on the keyboard shortcut that you want to change to. For me, I did there was Control-Shift-K, which is probably not a good one because, as we know, that was already taken. So I'm going to delete that now. Oh, I've added. So this is, I can use Control-Shift-K or backspace, whichever I want. I can now clear shortcut and we're back to how it was originally. Looks like I'll have to go and sort out my other shortcut now. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. Take care. Bye.